Hey guys, so Joanna here. I realize it has been a minute since I have done one of these vlogs, and I just thought that I would take the time, stop what I was doing, and do it. So here's an update on my physical stuff. So I have more energy. Every day I get stronger. Every day, like, something new happens and I'm like, oh, look, I so totally took that for granted. So, like, as you can see, my hair is getting thicker, and I've always taken it for granted because I've had tremendously beautiful thick hair and I just never even thought about it. My muscles are getting, they're starting to fill out again, which is amazing because they just, they look great. And now they feel good, like I'm feeling solid and I'm feeling more put together. Like I experience less fatigue than what I was experiencing, which is a godsend. I can't tell you what it feels like to experience the fatigue that comes along with chemo and radiation, and I have to admit, I have Epstein-Barr virus because I had mono when I was a kid, and then I got it again as an adult, and the fatigue that I experienced from treatment was so many more times severe than the fatigue that I experienced from any Epstein-Barr virus flare-up. And I have to say that the food and my commitment to eating right and my commitment to fitness really has helped, and that has shown me through. And it has, given me energy when I probably wouldn't have any. So, it reaffirms for me the reasons why I eat well and why I exercise. And that is more than just a mental clearing of my mind, if that makes sense. And so the other thing that I've been really noticing is that my emotional fitness is so many times different than when I started on this path. And I gotta tell you, like, as a person who was misdiagnosed as bipolar many years ago and took medication for it religiously until my body could no longer handle the medication. I have learned that emotional fitness is where it's at. And that no matter what the stressor is that we're going through, that you can use that stressor to become emotionally strong and emotionally fit. And it's the emotional fitness more than anything that will help you to reach your goals. I'm very much an achievement, success-oriented person, and I was thinking the other day about a meeting that I had with one of my old mentors, and the meeting was something like this. He brought me into his office and said, "Hey, listen, you need to really think about what your goals are." And I was like, "Okay, well, I know what my goals are. My goal is to impact as many people as possible, and in a positive, uplifting, inspiring, empowering way, because I want people to be able to live the lives of their dreams, and me doing what I do makes it possible for them to be able to do what they want to do, and me showing up and teaching people how to do simple things that I find simple, that they find difficult. It gives them the same freedom that me going to someone that knows how to do what I find to be difficult, they find to be simple, and they can show me how to do it. So my goal is to impact as many people as possible, and to do it in a positive, uplifting, empowering way, so that people get that they have power and that they can bust through whatever walls that they have. And I remember him saying to me, "That's not a goal." And I was like, "Well, wait, what do you mean that's not a goal?" And he's like, well, goals are things like you want a specific car, or you want to have a certain amount of money, and those are goals. And at the time I was like, okay, well, I believed him, right? I just totally took what he said and I just believed him. And I kept going for goals. I kept setting new goals and I kept reaching new goals and I kept experiencing success. I mean, massive success. I don't know what to do about that light there. That's kind of awesome, though. So back to this. So I kept experiencing success, massive success. So I was financially independent. I owned a house. I owned my own business. I owned like several cars. I was supporting my partner. And at the end of the day, these were all the goals that I set. All the goals that I set. I was receiving awards for being in the top 5% of my industry. I was receiving recognition. People were calling me up and asking me for specific advice. I was an expert in my field, and I'm still an expert in my field. And that was not enough. Like, having that success, I was miserable having that success, and I could not understand why I was so miserable, because I had everything that I wanted. And it wasn't until going through this experience that I started to realize that all of that success is awesome, and reaching my goals is awesome. And when I was sitting back there in that meeting with him all those many years ago, and he was asking me about my goals, what I gave him was my mission. My mission in life is to impact as many people as possible. And to do so in a positive, uplifting, inspiring, empowering way. And all of my goals should be centered around that. And when I have my goals centered around that, then I'm incredibly happy and I'm incredibly fulfilled no matter what's going on. And so like, I've really been sitting and thinking about that, and I've been directing my life towards that instead of being so concerned with reaching specific material goals. Material goals are awesome, and I have some material goals. I'm not going to lie to you. I want to own a house. And I have it in my head exactly, like the type of house that I want to own. And I want to be in a healthy, loving, committed relationship, a passionate relationship. So those are goals that I have. And my mission stays the same in each thing. Like, I want to be in a relationship in which I'm being of service, and it's a give and take, got that. And so I also, I want to drive the car that I drive because it's in line with being a service. I drive that vehicle because I'm in service to enough people that they pay me well. And so I'm starting to set some new goals for myself that I never had before, basing it around my mission. And that's actually one of the things that I'm working on this week, is writing out my new blog post, because I don't know if you know this or not, but before I was so tremendously ill, I was writing blogs, and doing the vlogs was because I knew at some point I wasn't going to be able to sit down. And so you can't write very well when you can't sit very well, and you can't write very well when you can't stand for long. And those were my limitations. That was it. That was my only limitation. So you see, even though I have this goal of being a blogger, and I'm already an author and a writer, I was able to continue to be in my mission, and mission driven, not just goal oriented. I just switched what I was doing. And so that's what I really, really want to say to you, is that things are awesome. And I've been feeding the right wolves this time. And I've been achieving some emotional fitness for myself. And I'm starting to see and feel the benefits of that emotional fitness in most areas of my life. And so I know exactly what I need to work on. And by making that simple shift about looking at why I'm here and what my mission and my purpose in life, and it's not something I'm drawing from something else, it's something that's coming straight out of me. So while I'm focusing on those things, I'm feeling levels of fulfillment that I've never felt before, and so success is coming a lot easier. And so I highly encourage you, if you are experiencing success and you're not feeling fulfilled and you're feeling, frankly, a little miserable or questioning like why you're even doing what you're doing, maybe take a look at what your mission is and ask yourself, is my life and are my goals in alignment with what my mission is? Because if they are, then you'll start to experience fulfillment very soon. I know it. And if they aren't, then consider tweaking them just a little bit so that you can experience fulfillment, because your mission is directly in line with who you believe yourself to be in the world. And it's our identity, and it's our alignment with our identity that makes it possible for us to achieve fulfillment and to have satisfaction. So yeah, I've talked enough for now, and I think you're updated with where I'm at. Yeah, so have a great day, and remember, it's all good, or it's not over. I will talk to you later.